Hot 107.5 welcoming you to Pug's Playhouse. What up, T?
Bingo, what's the word?
New mixtape dropping, Steal My Moment. Now, I told you that I wanted you only for a couple of moments of your time, okay?
Yeah,
I need your top 3 moments, and I need you to tell me the honest to God truth, okay? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Take me to the moment where you signed your first deal. Go.
When I signed my first deal, I had rap to a dude in the county, right? And he like, man, when you get out, we gonna do this and that. I'm gonna put some money behind you or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, all right, bet. You know, I ain't got nothing to look forward to, so
Right.
I was just, it's whatever with me. You know what I'm saying? So he wrote a contract on a little piece of paper. And I had signed it. Man, this dude DM'd me so much, man.
Still to
Now that
this
we
day.
both out, yeah. So I still got that contract.
What was his name? Can you tell me his name?
I don't even remember his name.
Oh, man.
He was from Battle Creek, though.
Okay. So take me to the first moment where you heard your song on the radio. How was that feeling?
The first moment when I heard my song on the radio.
Where were you at? What was you doing?
I think I was in the car. I was by myself, too. That's what's so messed up about it. I couldn't even share the moment with nobody, but I felt like, you ever seen like the 5 Heartbeats or the Temptations?
Uh-huh.
When they be like, when they song come on, but they don't notice it at first.
Yes.
And then they get to tapping each other like, that's how I feel. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel when I first heard
Who was
it.
the first person you called?
When I heard it on the radio?
Yeah.
I think I called my grandma when I first heard it.
Oh, man. Awesome. Okay, now take me to the first show that you had, like, packed out like crazy. I remember when I first got the job here in Detroit and I was going through Instagram and looking at all the different, like, Shane Parks and, like, all the performance halls, and I had saw that you had, like, this huge ass crowd of people. And I met you before, and literally, I don't really listen to hip-hop music, okay? That's just not my thing.
Yeah.
But when I heard your song, I was with Pagion, and she was like, oh, my God, he's from the city, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, you got to hear this song. And literally, like, it's a feeling that comes, like, through from your toes all the way up through your body. Joy round, bitch, but the money long as you just get super amped. Take me to the moment where everybody was singing that part and you just, like, lost your shit.
Just like, this literally was like 3 days after the song came out.
Where were you at?
I was in Royal Oak
Okay.
at 21 Savage concert. He had called me like, come up here and perform with me or whatever. Now, this is my first time being on stage.
Uh-huh. Period.
And this like a crowd of people, like a real big crowd of people. And I'm like, I'm going to dance. What I'm going to do? You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to vibe out with them because I ain't never been on stage. I don't know how to hold a mic. Nothing.
It's just been all studio work.
Bingo.
Right.
I just ran out there and it just came natural. Of course, I wasn't all the way on point, but for the most part, I was good, and the people knew it word for word.
And it just felt good.
It felt great.
All right, now tell me, this is a personal thing. Tell me what has been your personal favorite moment from when you started up until now. Like, what is it that you haven't shared with anybody? What's like T's like moment that you keep in the back of your mind, like that keeps you grounded with what you're doing from day to day? Because it's a really big job to carry your city on your back. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of rappers do it, but you do it to another extent because you give Detroit people something to hope for. You know what I mean? Like, what's one personal moment that's just like every day you wake up and you be like, damn, I'm Tee Grizzley.
I'm not gonna lie. It's like it all happened in one day too. I had woke up one day. I'm just on the internet, and people telling me about like the LeBron James rapping my song thing and Jay-Z tweeting about me, right? Like, you gotta understand how I looked at these people growing up. Like since middle school, Brian been my favorite basketball player. Everybody wanted to be like him. I never even thought I would see him in person. And for him to be rapping my song, that was just like a crazy moment for me. And then, like, Jay-Z, this was my pop's favorite rapper. Like, I used to argue him down, like, man, listen, that ain't even sweet, the song you like, you know?
Right.
But he just was like a diehard Jay-Z fan. And when Jay-Z was like, man, that's the coldest dude out right now. And I was like, man, I wish he was allowed to see that. He would have loved that. Coming from his favorite rapper to somebody's son, that would have been a big moment for him. It was my 2 favorite moments in this stuff, though.
What do you tell the Detroit rapper coming up that's looking at you like, damn, He's been in. He's done his time. He's getting out. He's making it happen.
It's most definitely hard for us. It's hard for us for sure because we got a sound that's so raw and so vivid. We paint a picture that's so vivid, you know, that it's harder. A lot of the stuff that go on in the industry and that's going on with the music that see a lot of success, it don't break it down how we break it down, whatever we talking about. But one thing we got to do, we got to keep going and just keep trying until we find the thing that works for us. We can't be discouraged because at the end of the day, even though we put our hearts in it and that we passionate about it, it's business. So don't be heartbroken when it don't work for you the first time. Just go back and just keep hitting them until you find that thing that worked for you.
I love it. Wise words from a wise guy, the guy of Detroit. So tell everybody where they can get this mixtape at.
You can go get it anywhere and everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube if you ain't got the membership for none of them.